What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Maydaysan TALKS, episode 21. And today we got in the background some MapleStory. Got some MapleStory gameplay in the background because that is what we're going to be talking about today. Actually, more like games that always tend to bring me back. Like, really bring me back. And this comes from, just my recent life recently, which is, I'm not working right now, so I've had a lot of free time, and I've been spending most of it just relaxing and, putting out some content here and there, and really just getting into video gaming again, because I gotta save the money, bro. I don't got that money with me. So I gotta save the money, so I gotta spend time playing video games. And, recently I've just been playing Call of Duty and first-person shooters, but I've been exploring the rest of my Steam library and my computer on my PC and stuff, and then one game that I kind of went back to was MapleStory, and the reason for that was it sparked because recently World of Warcraft Classic recently launched, and my friends wanted to play together, so you can play some World of Warcraft together and quests and stuff. But then I was like, okay, cool, I'll try it. I mean, I never really played World of Warcraft. I was always playing MapleStory when I was a kid, and Modern Warfare 2 and stuff with my boys. But everyone wanted to play it, and then I was trying to go and play it, and then man's had to pay. I was like, what the heck? I'm not gonna play for a game that I probably won't even like. So I decided to reinstall MapleStory and load up the private server, Ares MS, and really get back into it. And that brings us to the topic of, MapleStory, or a game like MapleStory, for me anyway. So I grew up playing a lot of video games in the past. I grew up, and it's still today, I grew up on video games. I was playing Zelda and MapleStory, and that's pretty much it. All I did was play those kind of two games and maybe some Call of Duty and stuff. But the game that I was really, really, really addicted to and notoriously spent a lot of money on and a lot of time into in my childhood was MapleStory. And even though the game has changed so much today, for some reason when I play this game, it brings me back to the fondest memories of of me being with my friends, or even me being addicted at a 12-year-old, squatting on a chair and getting into fights with my sister, because I was so addicted to the game that if anything was taken away from me, I would literally lash out. And this game is notoriously that game that makes me a zombie and makes me super addicted. I will skip people inviting me to stuff. I will lie to people about not going to something or a party or something just to play MapleStory and level up a character or something like that. And even just looking at the gameplay right now, it's just you just do the same thing over and over again. How could this be fun? But I'm telling you, it's some sort of psychological a drug or something that makes you just get dopamine every time you play it. So it's just goddamn, it's notoriously boring, and it's just I don't know what it is. And it's always a game that, I come back to in some shape or form, because you play it and you quit it, and you play it and you quit it. And then at the end of the day, whatever kind of game you play, you always end up coming back to this goddamn game. And you know what? I think it's good in this kind of time, in times of hardship that I'm in right now, to have something that kind of brings me back to the good old days, the good old fun times I used to have with my friends, and even playing by myself. I used to love MapleStory so much, and it made me feel, like I was part of something. And even a few years back, I used to have a channel with my friends, and we used to make MapleStory content, and it actually blew up. And then, we had a little bit of fame here and success there. And then I left that, come here to Japan, and all that, all that jazz. And I quit the game because I knew it was emotionally messing me up. And, but then you still come back to it. It's I don't know what it is. I think now is because I don't play the official server anymore, because I illegally can't because of VPNing or whatever, because it's not allowed, and that there's no pay to win. So, I think I'm just having a lot more fun with it. Another thing I want to kind of say, which is kind of embarrassing, is I was so addicted to this game and so toxic about this game, is that I used to go buy NX, which is the currency, like the currency for, you know, for like your clothes, your cosmetics, as well as like cubing, which was like stat rolling. And I've spent thousands of hundreds of dollars as a high school student, you know, and part-time money, and used my paychecks to buy this shit. And like, it was getting so bad that the local place that I used to go to would call me Mr. Nexon. And it was done. Like, once they called me Mr. Nexon, I was like, oh shit, I'm not coming here anymore. I'm gonna go to the one down the street. Down the street, it was like really far. I'd bike in the winter time on my bicycle to go and buy NX, bro, because I didn't have a credit card. So I would just go and go. It was so bad. It was really bad, and I had to stop playing. But then, lo and behold, we're back at it again. But I think I'm back with a new perspective. So what's the whole point of me even talking about this? I think that, you know, I talked about this previously with my friend Ryan about how nostalgia is a really, really powerful force, and how the current gaming industry is really trying to prey on that. And, you know, we've seen that with multiple titles like Call of Duty with the remastered series, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Zelda, Nintendo, like stuff like HD remakes and everything. I mean, when I was a kid, I always dreamed of playing an HD remake of Ocarina of Time and stuff like that. Like, it's not bad, but, you know, it's just such a powerful force. And my question is for you guys, actually, and I want to see a discussion down below, is like, what is the one game that you always find yourself coming back to? Like, you'll have the game where, like, oh, I want to play it, and then you'll pick it up, and then, you know, you'll probably never touch it again. And or maybe you play like that one level you like a Zelda game or something, or, you know, you can play like, you know, maybe a little bit of Call of Duty, but, you know, then you kind of move on. It's like, okay, I got my fix. What is that one game you always find yourself coming back to, man? It's like, I'm done with this game. I'm never gonna play this game again. And then you play it again, you know, and you don't know why, but you just like it. What is that one game for you guys? I want to know. Or maybe if it's not a game, maybe it's a movie. For example, for me, the one movie that always brings me back and I watch over and over and over and never get tired of it is, you know, Hayao Miyazaki's Spirited Away. Like, that movie for me is amazing. Like, I will eat the shit out of that movie. Like, that movie is fucking awesome. And it introduced me to like Hayao Miyazaki's entire works, and like that was the movie for me. And I got so addicted to that game that I would literally that movie, that I would literally I literally got to the point where I tried to, when I was a kid, I tried to somehow end up in the other world. I didn't know what I did, but like I thought it was a real thing. And then I got to the point where like I knew every fucking frame of that movie, frame by frame, and I was storyboarding it, dude. I was fucking storyboarding that movie because I knew it frame for frame. And that's how I feel about MapleStory. Like, I'll play this game and I'll get into it and I'll get super invested in it, and like I can't be stopped, and I literally have to like force myself to stop playing this game. So I want to know in the comment section down below, what is that game for you? And maybe if we get a good discussion going, I'll tell you guys about the time where I catfished an entire fucking private server and reaped the rewards of that. But anyway, that's for another day, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want to hear that story, and I'll go ahead and do that. I got some content kind of brewing for the new channel, for the main channel. Not quite sure which one I want to go with. I kind of filmed the video impromptu just like 2 hours ago, and I was in a very high state of emotion, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with that. Maybe I'll make it like, you know, bonus content someday in the future. But I have another idea that I've always wanted to do for a while now, and I think I'm gonna execute that this week. I've just been dealing with a lot of visa shit. If you guys have been following me on Twitter and on the YouTube channel, on the main one, the community, you know what's kind of going on with me right now. But once that's all resolved, I'll give you guys the full story. I don't want to like, you know, make a video about it and then the conclusion changes and shit. But anyway, guys, make sure you subscribe to the main channel. Join the Discord. I'm going to put a link down in the description below. And it's been really fun. We have little private streams in there. Like, you can stream on our Discord like server. So like, we've been like streaming games, and sometimes I stream on Twitch, and we're getting really close to the community. We have a ventilation channel for you guys to vent all your problems there with no judgment. And it's overall been a really, really great experience. I'm so glad decided to start this community, and hope you guys all have a wonderful day.